Hey, and welcome to the last show of the year for I Know Jax. 2016 has been an amazing year for us. This year we turned 5 years old. I can't believe it's been that long. Honestly, it feels like I started yesterday. I never plan to be on camera. Just look at me, man. Can't you tell? I'm not your typical TV host. I don't have that smooth sounding voice, perfect hair. Heck, I don't really care that much about fashion and that stuff either. Actually, the whole thing is just the worst part about my job. I mean, the looking good part. You know, I have to always shave and shower, and I'm sure I would have to do that even if I didn't have a TV show, but still, right? The best part about my job is not at all the great food I get to eat. People always think that's what it is, but to me, the best part about the job is the people I meet when I'm out doing stories, like the lovely ladies at Pie Heaven. Pie Heaven is a little slice of paradise tucked away in a small blue house on Mayport Road. Anita is making me their best-selling pie, the chicken pot pie.
People like to eat healthy, you know, they don't want
Heck yeah,
chemicals
just
in
like
their
they
food.
want it just like Grandma made it.
That's right. Only, you know, God knows what she used.
Right.
I have
With
no
my
idea
grandmother.
what the woman, yeah. Lard and all kinds of stuff. We're going to use some chicken that's been, it lived a nice happy life before it sacrificed itself. They didn't put any antibiotics in it. Yeah, I used to freak out. My mother said, yeah, your grandmother would go out and she'd cut the head off a chicken for breakfast.
Yeah, we rang our chicken necks. We didn't cut them off.
Yeah, that.
Just a little crank like you're starting a Model T, not a big deal. It's time for the heavenly spice mix. I smelled sage, rosemary, and pepper, I think.
We lace our crust and the chicken with this,
Okay,
so
cool.
this kind of is like layered.
So it kind of
throughout the
permeates
chicken
throughout
pie.
the whole thing. What was it that popped into your head that said, I want to make a pie shop?
I was really craving pie. Honestly.
That's
I
where it
couldn't-
started.
It's really the truth. I mean, you know, I was in commercial insurance for like 25 years.
Okay.
And I had been laid off for several times. This was a long
Right,
stint, like 2 years. So I'm thinking, it's time to open a business.
right.
But because I had been in the corporate world for so long, I thought, you know, stockbroker or something like that.
Yeah, yeah. And then-
I didn't connect the dots with this food business here, you know. I just wanted to eat.
Yeah.
So I'm actually walking on the beach talking to God, going like, hey God, what kind of business can I start? And by the way, somebody needs to open a pie
and
shop
your
because I
stomach
really
grumbled
want
and you
pie.
said, hi.
Yeah, there was no place to go. Linda and I had been friends for a long time, and I said, Linda, I'm going to go look at some equipment. I'm opening a pie shop. Did you know that I've been working catering for 5 years?
Very
I
cool.
had no clue. She's pretty awesome in the kitchen. I really couldn't do this without her.
I've kind of
You
noticed
kinda
that
figured
about that.
out, right? She's like, you said you don't do kitchen work, though.
Well, this part I can do.
All right.
Hot sauce, I love my hot
Lord
sauce.
Jesus, help us. 4 splashes.
4 splashes. Now, let's see.
Yeah, I'll tell you when.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Whoa,
that
okay.
it?
I can smell the hot sauce.
Isn't that awesome?
Oh, yeah, this is definitely your pie. You're taking this bad boy home. All right, let's just see how this works out here.
Ready?
It's a little,
A little hot. I did it straight.
it's all right.
Got a little kick.
Little kick, but not.
That's mild. What are you talking about? Next, the roasted chicken breast is mixed in and it smells so good. Anita adds organic veggies to all that goodness. She prepares the crust. About 3 cups goes into each pie. This is a big pie with a lot of chicken. Last, she adds egg wash to the top, and now the pie is ready to be baked.
40 minutes
40 minutes? Exactly.
ish.
Ish.
I look at it. Every pie has its own little personality, depending on whether or not there's 5 pies in the oven or 1 pie.
That's got some...
This will be 40 minutes. Okay, now you just get in there and bake. We'll see you in a little while. So I'm going to set the timer because, you know, we get to talking, I might forget.
You might. I know.
I've done that, you know, and then you're out there ringing up somebody and going like, I smell pie. Time's up. You ready?
I'm ready for some chicken pot pie.
Oh, you're so pretty.
Now, besides this, what are the other types of pies that you guys do? You said...
We do savories like quiche. There's a couple of
Right.
quiches right there ready to go out the door to somebody. We do
And
chili
shepherd's pie, I
we do
heard, right?
shepherd's pie, yeah. I use Australian grass-fed antibiotic-free beef. Isn't that a mouthful? And
I like that,
it's
though.
Good. It's good. It's quite yummy.
And then a lot of fruit pies, right?
Lots.
Like a gazillion,
yeah,
to
we
quote
have
Linda.
over 4 dozen kinds.
Or was it 90 million? I'm sorry.
Well, I don't know. Was it a billion?
It was 90 million.
90 million.
90 million different
That's
types of
what you made
pies.
just today. Yeah.
The pies at Pie Heaven are delicious. I like most pies, but of course, I'm a picky eater, so I don't like anything with, well, coconut in it. I can't have pumpkin pie. Not a fan of sweet potato pie either. Thank God cucumber and okra isn't something you put in pies either. Otherwise, I'd have to add that to the list too. Yes, I'm high maintenance, that's for sure. So I've come down to Unity Plaza to Hobnob, and I'm hanging out with Chef Roger, and he's gonna make a brunch item that, well, we've all heard of, and it's
Hawaiian stuffed French toast.
French toast we've heard of. Hawaiian stuff, I don't know. So tell me how you guys make this.
Absolutely. What we've done is we've taken some King's Hawaiian sweet roll and we've stuffed it with something called hapia.
Hapia.
Hapia is like a coconut custard that's very popular in Hawaii. We've rolled in a little bit of typical French toast mixture, some eggs, cinnamon.
Right.
And then we're gonna take it, we rolled it in a little bit of toasted macadamia nuts.
Oh yeah.
Some panko breadcrumbs and a little bit more toasted coconut.
I love it.
Okay, so what we're gonna do on this is that we're gonna take it, we're just gonna brush it with a little bit of clarified butter. So we're just gonna put a little bit of clarified butter on each one of those. And then we're gonna pop it in the oven at 350 for about 2.5, 3 minutes until
Gotcha.
it's nice and golden brown.
Sounds good.
Okay.
You can smell the nuts,
Absolutely, you can see the macadamia nuts in there, you can see the coconut in there. We're gonna start off by putting a little bit of warm coconut syrup on the plate. Okay. Then we're gonna take that and we're gonna garnish it with a little bit of fresh summer berries. We've got some blackberries, raspberries.
When I was told you gotta try the French toast at Hobnob, this was not at all what I had in mind.
No.
I just want to say that.
Absolutely.
You know, I had my grandmother's, you know, sliced up Wonder Bread with some, no, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I grew up on those things too. My mom
Yeah.
was actually from the South, so this is just our version of something I grew up and we love in Hawaii. So
Yeah.
we're gonna take it and make it a little bit upscale.
That's awesome.
Then we're gonna finish it with just a little bit of a coconut drizzle on top. Fresh lemon greens that we put on here for a nice color for the dish.
Interesting.
And that's our Hawaiian stuffed French toast.
So French toast, just like Grandma made it. Never. You can teach old dogs new tricks. I'm the perfect example of that. I didn't used to drink beer at all. I did like cider, and eventually I got introduced to craft beer, and now I love it. Coffee is another story. Didn't touch it, but I had a cold brew for the first time at this place, and then things changed.
I decided at age 29 that we kind of wanted to have a career change and move out of tennis and into something else, but I didn't know what that was. And my husband and I, we went out to California, you know, on our honeymoon. We went to Napa and everything, and their beer game is strong as well.
Oh yeah.
And on the flight back, I was like, oh, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to bring some of that feeling here to St. Augustine. And we decided to really spotlight coffee.
Right.
And good coffee, and there are many ways to do that, but the way that we chose was do pour-overs.
For people that don't know, what's a pour-over?
Yeah, a pour-over is going to be a 3-minute slow brew extraction, if you will. So we maintain the freshest coffee around. We roast it here in-house. We grind it, everything fresh, everything's brewed to order.
The coffee aficionados, or you coffee geeks, if we want to call it. You like the lighter coffees. That sounds interesting to me. Why is that? What's the difference?
I suppose the longer you roast your coffee, it starts to taste more like the roast and less
Right.
like the coffee. So
Right.
you want a coffee that you could actually taste the flavors. I mean, the farmers and
Right.
the growers went to a lot of trouble to
To make it
to
the way
get
it
this
is.
coffee,
Yeah.
and you know, each land has different flavors that it adds to the coffee, and you want to kind of highlight that and respect that.
And we encourage everybody who gets a pour over, and especially first timers here at Dose, to try it black. Not add anything to it. Take a sip. You can always add to it, but you can't take away.
Take it away,
right?
right?
You can't take it away.
I got you.
So I always hand stuff to people black. We can always amend the situation to suit everybody's taste, and it's fine. If you want to add milk, if you want to add cream, do it. But I would say try a pour over, try it black, and see the difference.
For the person who's coming in the first time, what would you like to have them try?
Sumatran.
Yeah. So I started at a good spot, huh?
Yeah. I think a Sumatran or a Colombian is a good place to start. Pretty mild flavor profile, nothing too crazy,
Kinda
nothing
earthy.
nothing too acidic. You know, a nice body, nice mouthfeel. Yeah, it's a good place to start because a lot of people add milk to their coffee, and some of the lighter coffees, any coffee, as far as I'm concerned, you shouldn't add milk to. But you know, this is Julie's place. This is her vision. This is her thing. I'm here for help with quality control, and I roast coffee. I have a full-time job, and this is just I do this for fun. In a couple years, I hope to know a lot more about what I'm doing. Learning every day, experimenting, trial and error. Some of the coffees I roast, I never put them out. I make it to the, just
don't pass the mustard.
They don't pass it, and so there's so much to learn. There's so many. It's such a in-depth topic to try to
it's
take
like beer
on.
or wine. You got so many flavor profiles you can go through. It's crazy. How do you choose the wines you have? What kind of process do you go through on that?
Probably the wines and the beers. I think they're very similar. There's so much good stuff out there.
Oh man,
And so it's part of the hardest part of my job is, I have to do wine.
You have to taste it.
And I have to taste beer.
You're hard. It's a
I know,
job.
it's just terrible. There's so much good, but we don't have enough room to store it all.
Right.
So
you rotate?
We rotate, yes. We rotate. A few times a year, we'll change up the wine list completely. Yeah, half of the menu you can taste here as a by the glass selection. And the other half is just, we have completely different wines.
I think really what they're doing here is making crack and hiding it in a coffee mug. This is your playground.
This is.
Don't tell anybody, right?
Yeah, that's kind of, Annabelle and I, we just hang around here. It is. That's exactly what this is. We built this place to
be a playground.
A place that we would want to, just hang.
There's nothing wrong with that.
It's a game changer for sure.
Absolutely.
It'll ruin you.
It ruined me.
It'll ruin you.
I think we'll leave on that. No, Dose will ruin you. I was serious about that. Before I had cold brew coffee at DOS, I never touched the stuff. Now I'll have it on occasion. That's another thing I love about my job. I get to taste a lot of cool and delicious things. Now traveling is fun, but let's face it, sometimes traveling can be tiring as well. Now here are a few products that I think will make traveling a lot easier. One of the things I don't like is waiting on my luggage at the airport. It's just wasted time, so I really just want to pack everything in a carry-on. And with the ECBC Sparrow, I've been able to do that. I've actually packed for both me and my wife in this bag. It's really roomy. Now another big plus is that you can go through security without unpacking everything. Just unzip the electronics compartment to go through the airport security. Here's something else for women who travel, the TheraFit shoe. This company makes really stylish and comfortable shoes made for adventures. Now what makes these shoes unique is that you can adjust the level of cushioning to make it perfect for you.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from Campeche Bay!
She was aiming for my head.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from
The Fish Company! Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from Bunakai Bistro! Woo!
Merry Christmas from the whole I Know Jax family. Okay, this is the last episode of I Know Jax for 2016. It's been a great year and I'm very excited about what's coming in 2017. I'll be telling you all about it when we return in January again. See you next year, but until then, you know what? I'll see you on the internet. Happy holidays. I hope you enjoyed the video. I would love to hear from you in the comments below. Now, if this is your first time watching an iknowjax.com video, I would love to have you subscribe so that I can continue to help you find fun things to do in the Jacksonville area. Every weekday, I do a daily video update to remind you of the things that are happening this week. Plus, we do features on great restaurants in the River City and a weekly video calendar of events to help you plan for awesome experiences. And last but not least, every week we create a new full-length episode on all the best places to eat local, drink local, and be local. So subscribe, and I'll see you again soon.